It all began with the forging of the great rings. 3 were given to the elves, immortal, wisest, and fairest of all beings. 7 to the dwarf lords, great miners and craftsmen of the mountain halls. And 9 rings were gifted to the race of men, who above all else desire power. For within these rings was bound the strength and will to govern over each race. But they were all of them deceived, for another ring was made. In the land of Mordor, in the fires of Mount Doom, the Dark Lord Sauron forged in secret a master ring to control all others. And into this ring he poured all his cruelty, his malice, and his will to dominate all life. 1 ring to rule them all. One by one, the free peoples of Middle-earth fell to the power of the ring. But there were some who resisted. A last alliance of men and elves marched against the armies of Mordor, and on the very slopes of Mount Doom they fought for the freedom of Middle-earth. Victory was near, but the power of the ring could not be undone. It was in this moment, when all hope had faded, that Isildur, son of the king, took up his father's sword. And Sauron, enemy of the free peoples of Middle-earth, was defeated. The ring passed to Isildur, who had this one chance to destroy evil forever. But the hearts of men are easily corrupted. And the ring of power has a will of its own. It betrayed Isildur to his death. And some things that should not have been forgotten were lost. History became legend. Legend became myth. And for 2,500 years the ring passed out of all knowledge, until, when the chance came, the ring ensnared a new bearer. The ring came to the creature Gollum, who took it deep into the tunnels under the misty mountains, and there it consumed him. The ring gave to Gollum unnatural long life. For 500 years it poisoned his mind, and in the gloom of Gollum's cave it waited. Darkness crept back into the forests of the world. Rumor grew of a shadow in the east, whispers of a nameless fear, and the ring of power perceived. Its time had now come. It abandoned Gollum. But then something happened that the ring did not intend.
What's this? A ring.
It's gone! The precious is lost!
It was picked up by the most unlikely creature imaginable. A hobbit, Bilbo Baggins of the Shire. For the time will soon come when hobbits will shape the fortunes of all.
You're late.
A wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Gandalf, it's great to see you again.
You don't think I'd miss your Uncle Bilbo's birthday? I heard it's going to be quite the party.
The place is in an uproar. Half the Shire's been invited, and the other half is showing up anyway. Bilbo's been acting rather odd lately. He's up to something. Fine then, keep your secrets. Before you came along, us Bagginses were highly thought of. Never had any adventures or did anything unexpected.
If you're talking about the incident with the dragon, I was hardly involved. All I did was give your Uncle Bilbo a slight nudge out the door.
Well, whatever you did, you've been officially labeled a disturber of the peace. I'm glad you're here, Gandalf.
So am I, my dear boy.
No, thank you. We aren't interested in any visitors, well-wishers, or distant relations.
What about very old friends?
No, not those either.
What about Gandalf?
Gandalf? Dear Gandalf!
Oh, Bilbo.
Come in, come in.
Well, come in, come in. I could get you some tea if you like, or perhaps you fancy something a little stronger. I've still got a few bottles of the old Wynyard left. 1296. Very good year. Almost as old as I am. It was laid down by my father. Let's say we open one. Just tea, thank you. I was expecting you sometime last week. Not that it matters. You come and go as you please. Always have done, always will. You caught me a bit unprepared, I'm afraid. We've only got cold chicken, a bit of pickle, some cheese here. Oh no, that might be a little risky. I've got raspberry jam and apple tart. Got some custard somewhere. Not much for offers, I'm afraid. Oh, no, we're alright. I can make you some eggs if you like. Gandalf? Just tea, thank you. Oh, right. I can get you this tea right here.
Bilbo! Bilbo Baggins! I know you're in there!
I'm not at home. I'm tired of all these confounded relatives never giving me a moment's peace, always banging on my door. I want to see mountains again, Gandalf. Mountains. And then go and find somewhere quiet where I can finish my book.
So you mean to go through with your plan then?
Yes, yes. All the arrangements have been made.
Frodo suspects something.
Of course he does. He's a Baggins, not some thick-headed brace-girdle from Hardbuckle.
You will tell him, won't you?
Yes, yes.
He's very fond of you.
I know. He'd probably come with me if I asked him. Still, in his heart, I think Frodo's still in love with the Shire. The wind, the rivers. I'm old, Gandalf. I know I don't look it, but I feel it in my heart. I feel thin, like butter spread over too much bread. I need a holiday, Gandalf. A very long one. One from which I don't expect I shall return. In fact, I mean not to.
So there they were, at the mercy of 3 monstrous trolls. And they were all arguing about how they're gonna cook them. Whether to be turned on a spit, or minced in a pie, or squashed into jelly. But they spent so long arguing about the whether twos and why fours that the sun's first light crept over the top of the trees and turned them all into stone.
It's the big one. Grab it. Quick.
it in the ground. Oh, no! Ah! Go over here!
Let's get another one.
Merryweather, Brandybuck, and Peregrine Took. I should have known.
Dear hobbits, today is my 111th birthday. Alas, 111 years is far too short a time to spend amongst such admirable and excellent hobbits. I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve. I have things to do. Oh, I've put this off for far too long. I regret to announce, this is the end. I am going now, and I bid you all a very fond farewell. Goodbye.
I suppose you think that was terribly clever.
Come on, Gandalf. Did you see their faces?
There are many magical rings in this world, Bilbo Baggins, and none of them should be used lightly.
Oh, you're right, I suppose, as usual. You will keep an eye on Frodo, won't you? I'm leaving everything to him.
What about this ring of yours? Is that staying too?
Oh, yes. It's over there on the mantelpiece in an envelope. Oh, wait, no, it's here in my pocket. Isn't that odd now? Yes, why not? Why shouldn't I keep it?
I think you should leave the ring behind, Bilbo. Is that so hard?
Well, no. And yes. Now that it comes to it, I don't feel like parting with it. It's mine, my own, it came to me!
There's no reason to get angry.
So what if I'm angry? It's your fault. It's mine. My own. My precious.
Precious? It's been called that before, but not by you.
So what business is it of yours what I do with my own things?
I think you've had that ring for quite long enough.
You want it for yourself!
Bilbo Baggins! Do not take me for some conjurer of cheap tricks. I am not trying to rob you. I am trying to help you. Gandalf. All these long years we've been friends. Trust me as you once did. Let it go.
You're right. The ring must go to Frodo. It is late. The road is long. It is time.
Bilbo. The ring is still in your pocket.
Right. You know, I've thought up an ending for my book. And he lived happily ever after, till the end of his days.
And I'm sure you will, dear friend.
Goodbye, Gandalf.
Goodbye, Bilbo. Until our next meeting.